Hey, how's it going everyone? This is MD back with another video, and it's time again for me to share my top 5 games of 2022. I know I'm late. This is usually something you do at the end of the year. We are at the beginning of 2023, but you know what? I was not gonna mess out on doing this type of video, and it's not too late. Better late than never, right? But anyways, last year I made a video revealing my top 5 games of 2021. So I'm doing it again. This time I am revealing my top 5 personal games for 2022. And yeah, let's get to it. Hopefully it'll be quick this time. Here we go. Starting off, it's Mario Strikers Battle League. This game has been controversial on the state of how the game released, but I found Battle League very fun. The gameplay is amazing, is really good. Strikers gameplay at its core is just pure fun. I found this game I played this game mostly multiplayer, and I had a really good time with it. So much is just going on in the field. It can get really intense and chaotic. The customization is also great too. Just being able to create your personalized team, adjust your character stats to your liking. And since this game was developed by Next Level Games, of course we have to talk about the animations, because wow, Next Level Games crushed it once again with their character animations, the victory animations, and just making the game feel giving the game so much personality and the characters feeling so expressive. It's amazing. Now on the contrary, one of my big gripes with the game, which I'm sure is the same for everyone, is the content. The game offers very little to do when it first released, and even till now, I guess. You have the cup battles to do, and that's pretty much it. The focus in the game is mainly the multiplayer, with little emphasis on the single player, and the free updates are pretty much pointless. It's a very ineffective method to keep the game active. As I said before, holding back content isn't the way to prolong your games, and I just wish all the free updates were included on the launch of the game to at least feel like decently packaged, if you know what I mean. But I really hope this is the last time Nintendo does free updates overall. But despite all that, I had a great time with Battle League, and yeah, just squeezing into my top 5. Alright, next one, it isn't technically a game, it's actually DLC of a game, but it's pretty substantial content, so I thought I had to mention it. And that is Cuphead and the Delicious Last Course. Now, this is the closest to getting a new game, getting a new Cuphead game. But Cuphead Delicious Last Course is so good. We waited a long time just for the DLC, but darn was it worth it. The amazing imaginative bosses, the animations are absolutely sublime, and this time they feel even more tougher than the base game itself. But yeah, it's still so intensely satisfying to play. Of course, yes, it was frustrating, dying countless times, especially at those moments where you're so close. But at the same time, they were so fun. I absolutely love the addition of Miss Chalice in the game. Her double jump ability does make it easier for sections with tight platforming or just avoiding those close calls. And overall, she's a very charming character to the cast. This is some of the highest quality experience I've had, and I had an absolutely blast with it, as well as some upsets, of course. Whatever the Cuphead team are doing next, I'm sure it will be delicious. Coming in at number 3 is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, I couldn't really get myself into the mainline Pokemon games, but Pokemon Legends really intrigued me with the new direction Pokemon Company and Game Freak are taking, with the gameplay style Pokemon is going. This kind of Pokemon game this is actually the kind of Pokemon game I've wanted to see from Game Freak and Pokemon Company. Open world, running around, catching Pokemon, and you know what? I've enjoyed every bit. Running around, sneaking around, trying to catch all sorts of Pokemon. that I can spot, and that was the beauty of it. You know, those moments of discovery and just observing the Pokemon behaving in their natural environments, it really does give the game full of life and personality to the Pokemon. And speaking of catching, that's the main mechanic of the game, and it's really fun just catching different kinds of Pokemon and just having to, and each Pokemon has its task to do, so it's really fun just trying to go through each task, try to complete it, and it feels so satisfying and very rewardful. I also love the battle system in the game. While I don't know too much about it, the new tactic approaches introduced in the game feel very swifty and dynamic. While this game might not be the most graphically amazing looking game, the gameplay is where the game really shined for me, and it was the best Pokemon experience ever for me. And overall, I'm very excited with where Pokemon is heading after this, with this new formula, with this new formula expanded, and we start to see this in Scarlet and Violet, continued, and hopefully this is the base blueprint for future Pokemon. Alright, not gonna lie, I did not expect this game to happen. I mean, are you kidding me? PacMan World is back on modern consoles, and I can't believe this is a game that has been announced. PacMan World Repack is a game I've always wanted to try out. Playing this game for the first time was just awesome. The game is very linear with very tight platforming, and you're mostly moving from left to right, kind of like a 2D side scroller. This is how it usually felt. But the platforming I found is really fun, and also at the same time providing a challenge. There's a lot of collectibles throughout the levels, and I just couldn't help myself just trying to make sure to get everyone, not to miss anyone. And the game looks really good. The visuals look amazing and really fun, and sometimes I just like to come back to replay them. And PacMan movesets are really good. He feels like a mixture of kind of Sonic and Yoshi, just with the pack roll and the flutter jump, so it's really nice. And overall, it's just nice to see, living in an era, just seeing old platforming mascots make a comeback. And I'm really hoping that next we get PacMan World 2 and 3 next. And who knows, maybe a new PacMan platformer someday. But overall, PacMan World was fantastic. And finally, my number one favorite game of 2022 is Sonic Frontiers. I'm going to be completely honest. This game was already going to be my 2022 game of the year before we got gameplay. The gameplay revealed back in June. Sonic in an open world with engaging combat, fun levels is my kind of ideal Sonic game. Running around at high speeds, exploring the Starfall Islands is just so thrilling. The majority of my playtime was just running around, zipping through the island, blindly, and just messing around overall with Sonic in the big open world is just really fun. The objectives in the island are also really fun. Just doing fun puzzles, missions, side quests. They were pretty fun to do. Oh, and let's talk about the story. The story is amazing. This is a really good story in a very long time. I think the last time was Sonic Unleashed. I absolutely love the dialogues, seeing the dynamics between the characters. The interactions feel so natural, and the characters feel so characterized so well. And yeah, they feel so true to the character, which I absolutely love. My favorite interactions definitely has to be between Sonic and Knuckles. The interactions and the dynamics are so good. And also, while awesome the open zone gameplay is, of course we have the cyberspace levels, which is your familiar boost levels. Now I have a lot to say on cyberspace, but basically at first they didn't leave the best impression, but as the game went on, the cyberspaces got better. and they grew more. They grew more on me the more I played them. Yeah, this is definitely the weaker part of the game, but they still feel fun to play once in a while. And sometimes I just like to run around the island just trying to find cyberspace. Just take a break from the open zone, just play regular levels. But you know, at Chaos Island and Oranos Island is where the cyberspace levels really pick up, and that's where they start to get really interesting. But guys, my favorite part of the game has to go to the Titan bosses. The Titan bosses are peak. I legit was mind blown by how epic fire the Titan bosses are. Super Sonic is so cool, the coolest Sonic game has ever made. Each boss, except for the final boss, was a blast from start to finish. Especially the action commands and cutscenes that get activated. They make the battles feel more cinematic and exciting. And of course the music. The music and the bosses, man, Otani killed it. The songs Undefeatable, Break Through It All, Find Your Flame are absolute bangers. Listening to it for the first time was just mind blowing. My jaw dropped to the floor. Like, it was absolutely insane. Like, the music is just so good hearing it for the first time, and I'm still jamming to it. Like, it's an absolute banger. With all that, I'm happy to say I have beaten Sonic Frontiers. Over 100 hours playtime, 100%ed all islands and cyberspace. I have to say, this has been an unforgettable experience. We have won. We truly have won. The journey to Sonic Frontiers has been absolutely incredible. I had a fun time covering this game on the channel, and you know, this game will be very special to me. For covering this game for the first time as a content creator on the channel. So I just want to say thank you for the wonderful support. You guys are truly the best, and I look forward to making more fun videos. Also, after completing Frontiers, I do hope to do a review someday. So I can't wait, but I got a lot to post about Frontiers and so much more beyond. Well, despite being late for doing this top 5 video, let me know what your top 5 favorite games of 2022 are, or your favorite games you've played in 2022 down in the comments below. I definitely look forward to reading what you all have to share. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this on the channel. This is MD. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.